Welcome to Ambassadors TV Liberia. We are coming to you live from Summer Strucker Funeral Home here in Monravia. So those of you joining us, I want to say thanks to all of you for joining us live this morning. Our TPS condolences go to the Berea family of the late Senator Ray. So we are saying members of the movement for democracy and reconciliation and our party that are fully represented here by the military unit. It is sunny day in the Republic of Liberia, saying one of the kingsmen of the Republic of Liberia, the late Senator Prince Johnson of Nimba County, lying in a casket here today. So all of you joining us, I want to say thanks to all of you for joining Ambassadors TV Liberia. In this float, there's the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince Johnson. Today is a state funeral that we are watching at this moment. It is absolutely a siding day in Liberia with this unfolding situation. We see members of the Joint Security that are present here. See members of the Armed Forces of Liberia, followed by the Liberia National Police that are all present here this morning. I tell you, so like we said to you earlier on, it's absolutely a siding day. So all of you watching us, we want to say thanks to you for joining us live on Ambassadors TV Liberia. The people of Nimba County are greatly bereaved. We see different organizations here that are out here to pay their final respect to the fallen hero of the Republic of Liberia and Nimba County as a whole. So to all of our followers and viewers, I want to say thanks to all of you for following Ambassador Steve Liberia. And we're seeing a couple of young people, on the floor. So these are students of the PYJ school. So for all of you watching, I want to say thanks to you for joining us live both on Facebook and YouTube on this live broadcast. So the entire country is locked down due to this situation, the bereavement of the nation, Liberia. So the late Senator Prince Johnson was born on July 6, 1952, and he died on November 28, 2024. So the Educational Foundation Alumni Association of the PYJ Institute is here paying their respect to the fallen hero. So the float that bears the remains of the late Senator Prince Y. Johnson is a transparent one that you can even lay outside and also see the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince Johnson. And we hear a couple of songs. When we get to heaven, so they put into place to make sure that things are settled properly here this morning. So all of you watching us live, I want to say thanks to you for joining Ambassadors TV, Liberia Incorporated live this morning. from wherever part of the world you are joining us from. We want to say thanks to you for joining us. So for 2024.
So we are about to get very, very something.
People are outside. People are outside to see the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince Johnson. And just for some records, the late Senator Prince Johnson also contributed to the win of former President Josh Monravia when Nimba County was able to give in a number of votes from that county. And Senator Johnson also contributed to the current president. The entire way is clear as the remains of the late Senator Prince Johnson move at the Capitol building in Monravia. So those who are watching us, we want to say thanks to all of you from wherever part of the world you are joining us from. I want to say thanks to you for joining us as we provide you live on this. The late Senator Prince Johnson for some of his good work. And
to give him the effective barrier that he afforded because he lived his life.
The thing we have put in that is not just Nimba Bari, it is Liberia Bari. What does it mean for the country?
I mean, you can see this is not about Nimba. You saw all of the senators in this country, all of the lawmakers in the country. I mean, the president, the vice president, and then he succeeded. Senator Johnson felt that his people were suppressed, oppressed. And Senator Johnson said, no, there's a need to go and free my people.
so, folks, the effective burial has been given to the late Senator Prince Johnson, former senator of Nimba County. People consider him as the godfather of Nimba. People are out here in their numbers. Showcasing the liberation that is how they talk about liberating Nimba is what has been observed here this morning. For those of you watching us, I want to say thanks to all of you watching Ambassadors TV Liberia. The entire Monravia, the main street, is currently locked down. Thousands of Liberians left their respective homes. Workers in buildings are all on a standstill to see the historic movement that seems to be starting as well over the late Senator Prince Johnson mortal remains. So Summer Estraga Funeral Parlor is here responsible for everything when it relates to the body of the senator. We have to be on some speed. The floor is definitely running. The floor is on a bit of speed, so we got to be in tune with it. And we want to say to our core CEO of Ambassadors TV Liberia, Howard Kuma, we want to say our deepest condolences to you. On the loss of your uncle, the late Senator Prince Y. Johnson. The entire streets of Monravia. It's clear the vehicles of the Liberian National Police is seen ahead of us, making sure that entire process is being done peacefully. Where the teacher says, name back so do firing us live, folks. And I take the march continue. We are hailing at the Capitol building, where the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince Johnson will go for some hours of tributes. The current situation, we gotta be on a speed to get the body. So folks, don't take it away. Keep following us live on Ambassadors TV Liberia on the removal ceremony of the late Senator Prince Yami Johnson. Sons and daughters of Nimba County, here in the Prince Johnson Educational Foundation, are all are out here in the numbers. We see the motorcade of President Joseph Nima Bwaka. So President Joseph Nima Bwaka is ahead of us with this presidential motorcade. Some directions from the Liberian National Police. Irregular traffic, so the president, His Excellency Joseph Nima Bwaka, can have an exit to his destination. At this moment, it stands still while the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Nima Bwaka Sr., he's ahead of us. Ambassador TV Liberia is providing you live coverage. Currently, we are around 21st Street. So we are around 30th Street. We are around 30th Street, around the GT Bank. Providing you every piece of updates this afternoon. See people in their hotels, rooms are all out here as well to see the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince Johnson.
Okay, let me cut off. Nima Kwado, I cut off one day. I just see. So, Pele, I thought that Nima Kwado no one says,
what Saturday is Nima Kwado a national chair, one co-chair, one bungalow, one Inu. This place is one Saturday is one in the Nima, Yellow Duo, and one Saturday of
Is the
Reverend Joseph S.B. Stratter. I'm going to get up a play.
So that's the man Joseph speaking there to the people of Nima County, and also telling them about the peaceful burial which will be held on Saturday as well. Today is truly indeed a sad moment. Institutions, workers are outside to view the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince Y. Johnson. So all of you watching us, I want to say thanks to you for joining Ambassador TV Liberia this afternoon. So gradually we're in the footsteps of reaching the Capitol building, one of the most powerful buildings in the Republic of Liberia, where the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince White Johnson is going to be kept for some hours before making an exit. Ambassador Stevie Liberia coming to you. We are currently around 9th Street Sinker. What you doing? We are gradually getting there to where we are heading to, at the Capitol building. Keep sharing the video, keep sharing as well, keep sharing wherever part of the world you're watching us from. If you are related to the late Senator Prince Johnson, we want to say our deepest sympathy to you and that of your family. Yes, my brother, that's the main Elijah. We got to be on a speed because the flood that bear the remains of the late Senator members of the Armed Forces of Liberia is getting the instruction that we ourselves have to be in alignment with. That is the purpose of the speed that we are on. You see our police. High number of individuals outside. And I tell you, running is also part of journalism. So today we are doing running 101 as well. You're seeing the MDR National Youth Congress ahead of us, wearing their red traditional hat on their heads. The entire center monitor is locked down to this bereavement of the nation. The late Senator Frank Y. Johnson has played his part. And the people of Liberia should indeed regret this movement. So folks, you just got to live with the condition currently with the shaking of the camera, because there is a military fast track movement. We are on at this moment. Members of the Environmental Protection Agency are outside to see the mortal remains of the late Senator Frank Y. Johnson. Some people refer to him as the hero of Nimba County. Some people refer to him as Nima Zodwa. Thanks to all of you watching us. And another t-shirt indication says here, rest well, our growing cancer chair. We're also seeing the chief of protocol from the office of Vice President Jeremiah Pankun, also regulating the traffic as well. Truly indeed, Senator Prince White Johnson was the leader.
And this is the chairperson of APR, Councillor. Labor Minister, he is the chairperson of the NPR, leading his party to march through the Capitol building.
The Labor Minister of the Republic of Liberia, Councillor, is making this move. They're seeing the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, followed by the Deputy Speaker, Thomas P. Fala, and I'm also seeing the President Pro Tempore, Yombi Kanga Lawrence. We also see Bone County Senator Johnny Quay. Also see the Deputy Speaker Thomas P. Fala. Also see Richard Cone. Representative Richard Cone.
This has been headed by the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, alongside the Speaker of the House of Representatives.
So the high members of the both parliaments are here. The upper and the lower house. So keep sharing the video. Those of you watching us both on YouTube and Facebook, I want to say thanks to all of you for following us live on Ambassadors TV Liberia this morning. So the entire team, y'all can see the entire one way. And so these are the kingsmen of the Republic of Liberia. We will also see members of the Liberia National Police doing everything possible that the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince Johnson is taken to the Capitol building. So those of you watching us, I want to extend our deepest sympathy to all of you that may be one way or the other connected to the late Senator Prince Johnson. So a beautiful procession will be followed at this moment. So in a moment, the procession will start with the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince Johnson. So I'd like to say thanks to all of you watching us live on Ambassadors TV Liberia. That's the march. When you hear that beautiful song, when we all get to heaven, that is the beautiful song by the Armed Forces of Liberia band. This song always reminds people where it is. The bereavement. see Stephanie, the wife of the president, the vice president, Jeremiah Pampun, followed by the majority bloc speaker, Richard Nandakun, Yomble Kanga Lawrence, the president pro tempore. Also see the deputy speaker, Honorable Thomas Fala, and also see Yomble Kanga Lawrence, Honorable Melvin Snow, senator of Bomi County.
Honorable Johnny Bay, in a black also that shows
and also
black
saying Prince
and white and not slaying there. Johnny Bay is there this morning, and the Vice President of Liberia, a son of Nima County, been produced by the Nima County Senator Honorable President Johnson, also there.
So once again, thanks to all of you watching us.
Over tears reflected in his face. It's not an easy process witnessing his kingsman, someone who produced him, someone who made him. I made him to rest this morning. It's not an easy thing for General Banko. I would like to say our sincere condolences to the Honorable Vice President. Let's go. I'm also saying,
So July 6, 1952, the late Senator Prince Johnson was born. And he died on the 28th of November 2024. In the transparent bags on the floor, it's also emblem with a lion. Also saying Councillor Abachia, representative. Today is another day. Senator Prince Johnson. So we're watching us. It's straight in the exciting day in the entire Liberia. Oh yes. The national band of the AFL is truly indeed on point. This is a bit of a radar. Bro. Where you been? Where you been? No, we're in the country for the country. How did you doing? How are you? will be at the ground of the Capitol building. Judges of the Armed Forces of Liberia is leading the band on this occasion. Prince Sander Johnson, Omesa and Sepesa, Elijah, Goya. I want to say thanks to all of you guys and those that are watching us. Thanks for joining us. Senator Prince Johnson was a prominent Liberian politician figure and former military leader, known for his role during the Liberian Civil War in the late 20th century. The early life and background of Senator Prince Y. Johnson, Civil War involvement. Johnson rose to prominence during the first Liberian Civil War in 1989 to 1997. He was the commander of the Independent National Patriotic Front of Liberia, FPL, a rebel group that fought against President Doe. A notorious repetition, Johnson became infamous for his bourgeois tactics and was involved in several high-profile incidents, including the capture and execution of Doe in 1990. After the Civil War, Johnson transitioned into politics and was elected as the Senator of Nimba County in 2005. He has remained an influential figure in Liberian politics, known for his popular style and connection to the youth. Johnson leadership during the Civil War has been heavily criticized for human rights abuses. This involvement in violent acts has led to the first finals as we're going to give you more updates about the legislature of Green White Johnson. This action during the Civil War attracted condemnation from international bodies, and he was named in report concerning war crimes. Foreign us as we continue to give you more rundown on the lifestyle of the late Senator Green White Johnson. We are currently around the executive mansion alongside the Capitol building. The remains of the late Senator Green White Johnson will enter the ground of the Capitol building in a moment. Seeing some staffers of the Capitol building outside to see or receive the body of the late Senator Green Johnson. So gradually, we are making our way. So all of you watching us, I want to say thanks to you for watching us on Ambassadors TV Liberia. The ground of the Capitol building is already jam-packed. So let us take turn at this end where we will stand to also watch the mortar remains as they enter the ground of the Capitol building. We're trying to get to a strategic point that you will have a better view during this period. So thousands of people being outside here. As you hear the song, I surrender unto Jesus. That beautiful song is being played while the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince Johnson entered the ground of the Capitol building here this morning. So to everyone watching us in whatever part of the world, I want to say thanks to you for being part of this broadcast as we provide you every piece of development unfolding here at the ground of the Capitol building where the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince Yomi Johnson is being brought. So we also see the Speaker of the Majority Bloc, Richard Namkakun, alongside the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Jeremiah Pankun, and other government officials that are in lines to give their respect to their fallen colleague, brother, father, as well.
Let's go down. Let's go. I'm gonna push the chair. Let's go down. You want to see go down. You will enter on the other side. Let's expect them to enter, but not here.
I want to say thanks to you, Michigan's Group J. Bayoga, for also joining this broadcast. Prince Sandra Johnson, Omi Science Beza, Elijah Goya. I want to say thanks to all of you guys for making this broadcast special this afternoon. So representatives and senators are trying now to make their way in officially. We want to hear the battle cry from the MD, our National Youth Congress. So you just see another display of unit. We stick portraying some of the role that have been played by the late Senator Prince White Johnson. The entire ground of the Capitol building is jam-packed at this moment. So let us give you a rundown quickly on the late Senator Prince White Johnson. The late Senator Prince White Johnson is a prominent Liberian political figure and a former military leader known for his role during the Liberian Civil War in the late 20th century. Here are some key points about him. Prince Johnson was born on November 5, 1952 in Nimba County, Liberia. Prince Johnson attended schools and was involved in student activism during his youth. Johnson arose to prominence during the First Liberian Civil War, 1989 to 1997. He was a commander of the Independent National Patriotic Front of Liberia, INPFL, a rebel group that fought against President Doe. Johnson became famous of his bourgeois tactics and was involved in several high-profile incidents involving the capture and execution of Doe in 1990. After the Civil War, Senator Johnson transitioned into political activities and was elected as the Senator of Nimba County in 2005. He has remained an influential figure in Liberian politics, known for his populist style and connection to the youth. Johnson's leadership during the Civil War has been heavily criticized by human rights abuses. His involvement in violent acts has led to his being labeled a warlord. His action during the war attracted condemnation from international bodies and was named in reports concerning war crimes. Johnson continued to be active in Liberia's political scene, often advocating for issues affecting his consistency and maintaining a significant following. The legacy of Senator Prince Johnson is complex, while he is viewed by some as populist leader who speaks for the marginalized. Others see him as the symbol of violent shows that plagued Liberia during the Civil War. His life reflects the turbulent history of Liberia marked by conflict, power struggles and ongoing efforts for reconciliation and development of Liberia. So, folks, keep following us live as we continue to give you updates on the fallen hero of Liberia. So, those of you watching us from wherever part of the world, I want to say thanks to all of you for joining us live on this broadcast. We also see sons and daughters of Nimba County, and we also see where the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince Johnson is going to situate us. So the casket bearing the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince Johnson will be marched with at the 4 entrance here this afternoon.
I say I was watching in my country.
You do it.
So finally, the body has been taken out of the floor and it's been officially brought down. The heads of the armed forces of Liberia will now proceed with a solemn march at this moment. Thank you, foreigners, wherever you're joining us from this afternoon. You're watching Ambassador Steve in Liberia, channel 1 and 2 live on Facebook and YouTube, wherever you're joining us from. So the flag of Liberia has been placed over the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince White Johnson by members of the armed forces of Liberia. And right after that session will be the official march into the ground of the Capitol building.
Sergeant M.
So the procession will commence by the Sergeant at Arms of the Armed Forces of Liberia.
Everybody can be.
So we are now making our way further to be able to give you a better view of what is happening.
Open up.
So the sergeant police members of the armed forces of Liberia as the process with the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince Y. Johnson. So this is the current view of where the mortal remains of the late Senator Prince Y. Johnson will sit at this moment.
My people, nobody sitting here, please. You're before back, please.
Yeah, people coming here.
Don't come inside, I'm going small. Don't go inside. Don't go behind, please. Please, for the whole circle, please.
It's a very serious challenge with the security apparatus here at the ground of the Capitol building. So folks, we are going to do some adjustment to be back on your screen, and don't take it away. Keep following us live on Ambassadors TV, Liberia.